Almaty, Kazakhstan's largest city, is home to 1.5 million people, and they really do love their cars here. The air quality is very poor, but luckily 15 minutes drive away and you can see this. Once you get up here, all you want to do is breathe in this amazingly clean mountainous air. But these mountains have much more on offer, lots of fun activities that I'm going to explore. First stop, Medeo, the highest ice skating rink in the world. It's one of Almaty's major landmark sites. A session lasting several hours costs just over $10 US. Medeo's former engineer remembers its glorious Soviet past.
The uniqueness of this place is that in the 1950s, all world records in ice skating were set in high-altitude rinks, especially in Switzerland, in Davos. And Soviet authorities at the time wanted to find such a spot in the Soviet Union. They found this gorge and were impressed with its clean air, clean water and no wind. In the 1950s, over 47 world records were set here.
Medeo ice skating ring is often quiet, but the ski resort of Shimbulak is a much busier place. There are about 24 modern chalets on the way to Shimbulak ski resort. People who made inquiries about renting these chalets told me that apparently they belong to some really rich and powerful people in the country. Surprise, surprise. But unfortunately, these places are not up for rent. But there is a hotel up in the mountain. Shimbulak is located 2,260 meters above the sea level, with an annual average snowfall of 1.5 meters. For those wishing to master their skills, there is a ski school managed by a native of Colorado.
There's many more resorts in Colorado. They've been in operation for 20, 30, 40 years, many of them, and at a very high level of service. So, and that's what we're striving for now here at Shimbulak, is to have consistent service. We're trying to raise and have raised our guest service level a tremendous amount just in 2 seasons.
For intermediate and expert skiers as well as snowboarders, there are longer trails, moguls and some off-piste slopes.
The skiing has been amazing. I've been really impressed with the skiing. So I'm an intermediate skier and it's had a bit of challenge, and it's nice and easy at times as well.
The Kazakh government wants to attract more tourists like Polly. There's a new project planned, a multi-million-dollar new ski resort in a nearby national park. But not everyone thinks that's a good idea. Environmentalists believe the new resort will ruin the national park, which they call the lungs of Almaty, a city often cloaked in smog.
To damage particularly this part of the mountains is not going to bring a good for Almaty citizens. Apparently it's only one place where the people have access without any barriers, and it's many people love this place for trekking and walking.
But the government says it needs to diversify its oil-based economy. Developing ski tourism is one of the solutions.
We got a lot of facts which shows us that that project should be developed, and all aspect of ecological impact is minimum. Financial and social effects are very huge.
The new Kokjayla resort is projected to cost an initial $450 million that will be paid for by the government. But its critics believe not a new ski resort, but easing Kazakhstan's visa regime, reducing airfares and building budget hotels will help to bring in more tourists. The authorities agree. They claim those issues are being addressed. Their aim now is to create a world standard ski resort. The mountains of Almaty do have that potential. The trick is whether it can be achieved in a way that will keep everybody happy.